Hello, hello, hello.
Hey y'all, this is your girl Tizzy,
And this is your boy Dion.
and this is
Uncensored
Uncensored
behavior.
Behavior.
Jazz hands. Yes. On this week's episode, we're going to be talking about my baldness journey. Yes, I am bald.
Wow, and we'll be discussing the attachment to hair.
Right. And is it detrimental to the black community to purchase hair, or is it better to just wear your natural hair?
Or is having hair overrated, or can we live without it? Let's see.
So, what's going on, Tawana? How you feeling today?
I'm well, and yourself, Mr. D?
I'm well. I'm alive, Anything going on with you this week?
Um,
What happened? What's going on?
I'm feeling great. Like I'm super excited.
About what?
Oh, we have so many things that's in the works. So,
Mm-hmm.
so we won't spill the tea on
Oh,
everything.
okay. Okay.
But we're gonna keep some things a secret, and when you see them, you'll see them.
Right. So you won't have anything, you don't want to take a moment to say anything in particular? Anything that's
I'm just happy over here in my own little world, manifesting and loving life and loving the friends, my true friends and family, and pretty much that's it.
well, for me, um, it's so crazy. I be having a million and one things to say when I'm not here. But yeah, when I get here, I'm like, I don't have nothing to say right
Are
now.
you speechless, darling?
I'm not speechless. I ain't got no thoughts right now. That's so crazy to me.
Really?
I be having so much shit to I want to talk about, like that's going on in the world and stuff. But when I get here, I draw a blank. I guess I need to start looking at this stuff before I get here, and then
Yeah,
just
maybe you need to
cause
woosah
yeah,
or
just write it
you
down.
know
I think I'm gonna write
something.
it
Yeah.
down and do that next time.
Right. Just do
Okay.
like a quick review of things you
Yeah.
want to talk about, especially
Hmm.
the things that are important to you.
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know. Sometimes I get like this.
I think it's
And
the wine.
is it the one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I get really feminine and,
Yeah. It's scary.
it's scary.
Scary. Scary Mary.
Maybe it's a person like my alter
She over there.
my alter ego.
What's her name? Or his name? Or
It's
their
no,
name?
it's a woman.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name is Bella.
Why she got a white girl name?
It's not a white girl name.
What girl do you know that's Bella? That's black
Mm. Her name is Bella.
from Twilight.
No, not from Twilight.
Bella. You couldn't have said some kind of African name.
What you want me to say? Kishwanwa?
So that's what you think all black people have those type of names? Ooh.
Baby. No, I'm just joking.
Right. So, story time about my baldness journey. So, I want to tell you guys what was that journey like for me as being a young 16-year-old boy in high school, thinning. So,
Was stressed out about the women, baby. Or something was going on.
definitely not the women.
Mm.
But
Tea time.
so yeah, so like I was saying, pretty much when I first noticed it, I was 16 in high school. That's usually that age where, our hormones and testosterone
It's
start.
puberty.
Puberty
no,
and stuff
no,
started.
puberty is I think a little bit before that. Like 12.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, yeah, so pretty much I started noticing at the tip of my hairline that the corners were thinning.
Receding.
They were thinning,
Okay.
receding,
Okay.
same difference.
Mhm.
Anyways, let me finish my story.
Okay, I'm just
Quiet,
asking.
quiet down.
Pipe
Quiet in the
down.
room. Shh. You still talking. Anyways, yes, so yeah, so I was the corners of my my hairline that was thinning. Every time I get a haircut, the barber would push it back more and more, so that didn't help either. I always chunked it up to it was genetics because my I have family members that had thinning hair as well. So I didn't think that I would have it, and plus also my dad was bald too,
Mm-hmm.
so it was predestined for my ass to begin with. I remember feeling like so fearful, one, because I knew I had a big ass head, like a Martian Manhunter head. I felt like I would look. That shit's not funny,
I mean, you said it. I'm just,
right? So pretty much, yeah. And I always was like, damn, I'm gonna look twice as older than what I already am, because when I have my hair, everybody's like, "Oh, he looks so young. He's so cute." I get all these compliments and stuff like that. I have people, doing a double take on my ass too. Yeah.
Mm.
They see me when I walk in the motherfucking room, but but yeah. So I was just feeling like, damn, this is fucked up, man. I tried everything. Like, so what I did to prevent it was I would use for one, I would try to change up my diet.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work. I wasn't fucking with that. I tried to use like those little micro needles and
Mm-hmm.
kind of rolled over it. I fucked up my hair. Like it fucked up my skin because
Mm-hmm.
one, I wasn't using it right and I was pressing it hard and I would get like these marks, like burnt skin marks and stuff like that because I was
Wow.
like really trying to like get
Mm-hmm.
it to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I also did like the black hairspray. That didn't work because that was like people who wear that black hairspray, stop doing that shit. You look real
Oh my God,
stupid.
I think you used to wear. Did you used to wear that when I first met you?
Yep.
I
Hmm.
remember because you used to have like.
What?
It's not funny. You used to have like black stuff on your shirt.
No, I did not. First of all, I know she lying. She's trying to be funny with her double chin ass.
Shut your ass
First of
up.
all, that's not how that worked. Cause I always made sure. Anyways, but yeah, so yes, I used the black hairspray. Stop using the black hairspray. It doesn't work. It makes you look silly as fuck, and everybody can tell that you're using that spray. So just stop it. So what finally made me do the big chop was I was turning. What the fuck?
I just want to say this. I'm not gonna say no names. We used to go in on somebody that used to wear black hairspray.
Yeah, and he need to stop that shit because, baby, everybody can see that big ass pothole in his head.
But we used to go in on that man.
Cause y'all think y'all acting like he like the top of the food chain, but he using black hairspray.
I mean, the man had to do
Look
what
at
he
you
had
trying
to.
to play blackface and shit. What?
Damn.
So yeah, so what finally made me do the big chop was I would believe I was turning. Was I turning 8? I was turning 18. This is right. This is after high school, and it was my birthday, like coming up, like 2 days or so after. Yeah, well, my birthday was coming up like 2 or 3 days. And for some reason, I just looked in the mirror. I was like, this has gotten bad. This has gotten real worse. Like at this point, I couldn't cover it up no more because I also used to cover it up with my own hair and try to like push it down and stuff like that or outgrow it. And I was just like, I just feel I just feel miserable just trying to play this shit off. And I just look horrible. Like forehead was twice as big as a fucking mountain and shit. And my hair was just all the way pushed back and it looked like a letter M and shit, like a fucking McDonald's logo and shit. So I was just like, let me just chop this shit off. And I did it. And I didn't think about the consequences. I didn't think about how I felt afterwards. After I did it, I was kind of feeling a little low because I was like, damn, I look twice as old now. But
Wow.
everybody kind of helped me because they said they actually look good on me. So
It does. I
that
think it
did.
does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So normally they say not to care about what people think, whether it's good or bad, but it did help me kind of just like forget about what I was worrying about. So that is my baldness journey. So I've been bald for about 4 or 5 years now. It's still kind of like sometimes I still be thinking like, damn, I wish I did have hair. Sometimes I do kind of still hate being bald because for one, that you have that line, like you can see where your hair is growing and where your hair isn't. And so it gives like that weird little shape on your head. And then when my hair grows back fast, it looks a hot mess. I have to really like cut it down so it can look kind of good. And I think I only look good from the front view. I really don't like my side profiles because of that whole, you can tell where the hair still grows and where the hair doesn't. And my forehead is like all the way back like a football field. So yeah, that's pretty much my journey.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you shared that because you really don't get the aspect of a man's point of view of like going
Hmm.
bald. So that's kind of like a eye opener for me. Because I mean, everybody has a journey, and then if you're losing something, that's important to you, that's on your body. I mean, I can see that. So I kind of see like how guys maybe feel
They'll
or
hold on to it
feel,
for the
yeah,
longest time.
with going bald, losing
Hmm.
your hair. So
For some reason, women are more likely to cut their hair than men will.
yeah, because usually, I mean, when it comes to like cutting hair, usually because we know it'll grow back, but like
Oh yeah,
doing a big chop when you're losing hair, that can be difficult. Or if
very
you're,
emotional.
yeah, emotional, especially if you're going like through chemo, cancer,
Hmm.
stuff like that, that can be, a really bad experience. So, I don't want to say bad experience, but a deep
It
experience.
can really hurt your self-esteem,
Yeah,
like for
it can.
sure. Which is so crazy how much hair has a big part of people's
Yeah,
lives.
you see that big old fallout between Jada and Chris, and how Will Smith went, slapped him during, during the
Mm-hmm.
Grammys for, talking about her hair, because I think she has like alopecia and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
She has some type of, disease that she's,
Yeah, but
fighting.
that also stemmed from like other stuff because they also said that Chris Rock had talked about her on a special before. So it's both ways. Yeah, I
Well, yeah,
guess.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but it was mainly
Mm-hmm.
about this one,
Yeah, this
about her
particular
hair.
one. Yeah.
So since we're talking about, about your baldness journey and, hair and how important it is, to people in general, and then we're, specifically kind of talking about the Black community and how we wear hair weave, and and then you wear your natural hair, and then what looks good on you. So you know I definitely understand. So I want to talk about my natural hair journey and what it was like for me going through my natural hair journey. I decided that I wanted to go natural because I was spending a lot of money on hair products, getting my hair done like all the time. Like I would be that person that would basically change their hairstyle. I would say at least once a month, whether it would be braids or getting like a quick weave or getting like a sew in. Just I've always tried different hairstyles because I'm kind of like that person that when I wear a hairstyle, every like pretty much I have that type of face where different hairstyles would look good on me. But I like changing my hair because I was into fashion and of course my appearance and the way that I look. So that's pretty much it. So my hair journey for me growing out my locks, my natural hair. I've been natural before, but I decided to do my locks when I turned 40. I think it was like 45. Yeah, 45. So I just wanted to like reinvent myself, my natural self, and like express my natural beauty at the same time. And I decided to grow out my locks, and I just wanted to embrace who I truly, was inside. I had been through a lot of things in my life, and I just wanted to reinvent the person of how I felt inside, if that makes sense. So, I decided to do locks, and I'm very happy that I decided to do that. I actually started off with two strand locks, and I mean the experience in the beginning, it was still kind of like it was scary because I'm not gonna say the name of the shop that I went to, but they charged me just a two strand twist my hair. They charged me $300 and something. They changed the price on me when I got there, and then to be honest with you, they let somebody braid my twist out my hair that didn't even have a license. She was just coming back in
Mm,
town,
there's a lot of
and
those.
yeah. And she was just coming back in town. She had used to work for that shop, and then she was just coming back to work here and in Houston, and they just let her get in my hair. I guess in my opinion, they needed the money because I feel like to two strand twist somebody's hair, it shouldn't have been $300 and something. I thought it was very expensive, but anyway, I went through with it, and it paid off in the long run. So it is what it is, but I feel like that was excessive. That was an excessive amount just to two strand twist somebody's hair. So, and but after I got over that hump, I just wanted to embrace my natural hair journey and just my locks and just be confident, in who I was as a Black woman and as myself, my true self, and my true hair, without buying all these, weave and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting
Yeah,
transition.
it was an interesting transition.
But I feel like
Hmm.
a lot more people are becoming natural anyways.
Yeah, and I see that a lot. And I would like to say one thing I do like about the natural hair, with the women, they all embrace each other. Like if you see a lady, another young,
Hmm.
Black queen with locks, they'll be like, "Oh, baby, I love your locks. Your locks look good," and all of that. And we have questions. Who do your hair? I mean, you do that with weave and stuff like that too. But you really,
You
they
admire it more, I
you
guess, because it's
admire it
more
more because it's
work.
more natural. It's your natural. It's your natural crown.
And
So
but I mean, it's not. I mean, but I would say it's not like it's a. You would think it's a bad thing that women like that some women would say they would rather wear weaves than natural hair because
No,
it's a lot of work to do your natural
it's
hair.
your choice. It's both ways. It's natural. Like to do natural hair is it can be very expensive because you have to find products that work for your hair,
Hmm.
in your particular hair and stuff like that. And not all products are made by, black. They're not all black
Yeah,
owned
yeah.
products. For years we were buying products that were made by other, people just,
Yeah,
getting
trying to piggyback off the black community because the black community is known for spending a lot of money on hair
hair products.
products,
Yes.
wigs,
Yeah,
things
and
of that
especially
nature.
like how the Asian, I want to say Asians have like the beauty supplies and stuff
Hmm.
on lockdown where it's very hard for us to even try to get and start up our own business, so it's just it comes with a lot. But I just I would just say if you are wanting to, if you want to do your natural hair, I would say go for it. And I feel like our hair is our crown. Like it I can get into a whole lot of spiritual things and stuff like that, which I don't want to,
Hmm.
but I feel like there's a lot of power in our hair as natural being natural.
And that's why I want to try to segue into like black people and the connections that we have with our hair and the importance and the impact that it has on the community
Hmm.
is like you said. One thing is it is the crown. It is, I feel like it is art because of
Right,
how we play with our hair, like the design, the texture. It's all like this, another form of art.
right, right. It is.
That's
It
why
is.
people, when they see it, especially other races, they always want to touch it. They admire it for what it
Yeah,
is.
they tend to want to mimic our hairstyles, and
Hmm.
and they want to claim that they wear the hair like this. It's not,
They're the
but
originals
the
when they're not,
originals,
like
they're
like the
not.
Kardashians. Everybody, when they did the cornrows, everybody was like, "Oh my God, this new style!" And da, 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 da. No, black people have always did these styles, and
Right.
now that these people that are celebrities, they want to take the style that black
Take the
people.
credit. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just not how it works. And that's what another thing is, like our impact goes outside of our own community. It reaches towards the end of the other side of the earth.
Hmm.
We're just very, what's the word,
Diverse in
diverse,
our hair
and just
and
we're just,
creative.
yeah, it's just a culture out here, and it's just a culture movement.
Right. Exactly.
People want to imitate all the time, but they never want to give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Yep.
that's why I'm just like, it's and it's so many ways to like, it's very nurturing to the black community as well. We hold on to our hair. We really take care of it. Like we were saying, spend so much money on our hair.
Yeah. We change our hair. Yep.
Yeah, because
Hmm.
it takes a lot for black people, especially because our hair is kinky, and the kinkier it is, the harder it is to maintain it.
Right.
So
Right.
we really put our foot, well, people that have hair, they put their whole heart into taking care of their hair. They don't just like half ass it. Like some, like the white community, they are known for just sometimes just waking up, washing their hair with wet water and just blow drying it and going
And they're
outside.
yeah.
They don't wrap their hair up at nighttime. They don't take the time out to really take care of their hair.
Right, right. Yeah, and I mean it is what it is on both sides, but like you did say, I'll piggyback off of that. We like to take care of our hair and the importance of looking good and keeping our hair, you know, in certain trends and fashions and things like that. So,
Hmm. That's true. So let's dive into some questions. I want to ask you some thought provoking questions. Like, would you be able to live with who you are now without your hair, or would you think you losing your hair, would that change you?
it would definitely change me because my hair,
Mm,
like I said, is my crown. I love my hair and I love my locks. It's just it goes with who I am, my personality, everything. It's just it's me. My
mm-hmm.
hair is basically who I
Your
am.
identity.
My identity,
Hmm.
exactly. And I wake up in the morning and when I look in the mirror, I love my natural hair. I mean, I just love it. Like I can just shake and go. I don't have to worry about putting no glue in my hair anymore. I don't have to worry about, all of that headaches about my hair. Like with locks, I'm gonna just be honest with you. You don't even
Hmm.
have to wash your hair for like a month
Yeah,
or two, and
it's recommended. Yeah,
it does not have any smell to it. It's
yeah.
just a natural, clean smell. It don't stink or anything like that. Um, at all. I'm telling you. And I was very surprised because I was just like, you wear quick weaves and shit. You pull the hair, that
Mhm.
baby, them under them quick, babe. You
And
better
then, like,
not.
yeah, it's a lot, like, wearing wigs, I just from, like, what I hear, it's hard to maintain those things.
Hmm.
Like, you see people with their edges messed up because they're in the heat, it's sexist, it's a lot of heat. When you work out, you gotta have it a certain way, otherwise it just probably slip off. Some people don't even glue that shit down anymore, they just, like, either pin it or they just leave it as is and it falls off during it's a lot, you spend all that money just to have to, for it to just fall off,
It's a waste of money.
yeah, it's
It's
a
a
lot.
waste of money. And then you see girls patting their head.
Yeah,
I'm like,
itchy,
itch.
yeah.
I'm like, it's just too much. Like, y'all, we really need to just like embrace who we are as as black people. I don't even know if I even like seeing African American people because they just give us any type of titles, but I say brown people, bronze, whatever.
Not
But
bronze.
yeah, baby, we brown people. But I'm just saying, like, it's a waste of money. Like, and to be honest with you, like, I what I've done is that money that I would spend thousands of dollars on my hair. I'm telling you, like my
Oh, I
weave.
know. Like Adrian, he spends like I think it costs him like 600 to do an install, and then he had problems where the wigs would fall off, they would slip. But yeah, so he would pay like 600 for an install, and it wouldn't even stay on like within 2 weeks because they would be slipping off. The glue would
Right.
just come out, come
Right. It's
undone.
a waste of money. And I mean, I know that we have like hairstylists in our community or whatever, but I mean, to each is it's really to each his own. I'm just
Yeah.
really gonna speak about my experience, but I was able to save a lot more money and I put that money into things like traveling, business, um, hobbies, different things that I want to do. Like if I want to decorate, I just do invest in myself as far as like clothing or whatever. It's just that I move that money elsewhere. Like I was spending too much money on hair. I mean, over like I would say sometimes it would be like $1,000 in a month, and that money can go on something else.
Yeah, times are tough.
Times are
But I just
hard.
want to make a disclaimer that we're not trying to convince people to switch. We're just giving you more options in our opinion, just in case
Yeah,
that it's a
and then our
clear.
personal journeys, like of Dion losing his hair and me switching over from hair weave and braids to locking my hair up. Now I can still get um the what do you call it? I can't even
Extensions.
not the extension. Well, it is locks over my locks, and I like
Yeah.
that, but I can't get braids anymore, and I'm okay with that. But like sometimes I can switch up to locks over on top of my locks. So,
Hmm.
and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and another thing, like for me, I could have went the route of getting a man
Hmm.
wig, weave, wig, whatever. But that was cost too much, and I think that's even less time than a woman's. I think it is because I think it could last. It depends on what kind you get, because I know if the lower you go, the harder it is to maintain it. The higher you go, it's easier. But I think it lasts between like a 2 weeks to maybe a month.
Hmm.
It's like, why would I spend that? No, baby, give me them clippers. Yank, 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 yank,
Right.
yank, yank. And I mean, it's so much easier. Like, yes, I don't. I wish I did have hair, but I'm saving money. I don't have to worry about finding a barber. Because I can do it myself. I can do it anytime I want to. I
Hmm.
can do it
It's
at
convenient.
nighttime. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very convenient to be bald.
Hmm.
I know it's harder to be bald for some people because head shapes. People got these wrinkle lines in their heads and things like that.
Hmm.
So I understand it, but like for me personally, I like the convenience of just cutting my hair whenever the fuck I
So
want
you
to.
basically have accepted the fact that you're bald and you
I
embracing
mean, at
it.
this point, it is what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It
But
looks
like,
good on you though. So
yeah,
it looks you do look a little bit more mature
yeah,
for your
which I am
age. Yeah,
anyway.
you
So
are anyway, exactly.
it kind of matches up even.
So you said something about like a man weave. So I just want to kind of reiterate or just on that. I dated this one guy
Uh
and
oh.
he was going bald in the middle, like in the middle, like center of his head, right?
Uh huh.
And one day he came, we were going on a date or whatever, and he came back with a man wig. And when I say, um, yeah, he kind of looked like Mr. T.
Not Mr. T. He had a
Baby,
mohawk.
baby, it, maybe it's not, no, it was more of like a flat top. So maybe not like, I don't know. I don't want to say like it was a hot mess. And I saw it, but I was trying to support him at the same time because I know it could be like very, upsetting or whatever
Hmm.
because he was trying to like cover that. But it looked soulful as fuck. It looked
Like,
a
was
hot.
it was the texture of the hair,
It
or it
was
was just how it
nappy,
was
like
just?
it looked like a old,
It looked
like
like it was just
it
sat on
was
top
just
of.
look, it was a hot mess. Yeah, and I was like, wow, and it wasn't even cut right. The people, like the person didn't even give him like a taper fade or anything like that. They just put that motherfucker on there, and it was just like, yeah, it was a hot
For some
mess.
reason, it's harder, I guess, for to do a man wig than just to slap on a whole. I don't know. I get because it's like with a man wig, they kind of like if you have the sides, they all just keep that and they cut the top off, and then you gotta have a certain glue, and then you gotta cut it to where it's even with your natural hair.
So the person that cut it, she cut it like old fashioned. It was just like because he had hair all around. It was just at the center of his top of his head, and it was he had his hairline. It was
Hmm.
like right there in the.
That's the nasty one. It's that one, and then when they have the sides, but they have the whole. This part is just gone. Like the front of the head is just gone
No,
to the
he
back.
had the
No,
front
I
of
know. I'm
yeah.
just talking about different ones that look bad. Like mine don't look as bad because I can have a hairline if I wanted to, but like it would just look like an M or something like that,
Right, right.
which is really like crazy.
Yeah, he had a hairline and everything, but it was a waste of money and it just didn't it looked horrible. It looked awful. And I just was like, you might as well just put a cap on your head and keep it.
A lot of men are in denial. A lot of people will be in denial, but
Yeah,
mostly
so like
men are
yeah,
in
and like you
denial.
said, it's a process you have to go through that. Yeah, because women we get in denial about certain things too. So I think that's like something that we share as human beings. So
Hmm.
is being in denial about losing hair.
Yeah, so following that crazy story time, let me ask you just random question. What was the styles like in your generation compared to now? And then did you have like a certain style that your mom would always put you in, or something like that? Or your
No,
favorite?
okay. So in our when we were growing up, the Jerry curl is what was
Oh,
like everybody wanted a Jerry curl.
is that the perm thing or no?
No, it's like it's not a perm thing, but it was like a some type of activator or whatever that would make your hair curl.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody wanted that or either a wave nouveau. The wave nouveau was like
I ain't never heard no shit like
baby,
that.
yes,
The
baby. That was the top
Wave
wave
Nouveau?
nouveau.
What
That
kind of
was like
name
the
is
top.
that?
That was the top of the line. So everybody had a Jerry curl or whatever, and you had to get the little Jerry curl spray and shit or whatever. Let your soul glow. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we had. Or if and some people that the Jerry curl will either make your hair grow or take your shit out.
Is the jerk for both men and women or just
It was for
one?
men and
Oh,
women. Men
okay.
and women had Jerry curls. So back and that's what we do. Well, that's what we did. When we were growing up, or you got your hair relaxed, or you got your hair pressed with a pressing comb. So pretty much that that's what we had. And then like if you lost your hair in our growing up, in our days, back in the day, like if you ain't had no hair and baby, you would get into it with people, they would call you a bald headed hoe, chicken head, bald,
Mm-hmm.
bald, chicken head, and baby, it was gonna end on your
Right.
ass.
Oh, they do that shit
Hurt
now.
some feelings,
Mm-hmm.
hurt some feelings. So those terms, chicken head and bald head, y'all got that from our generation.
Mm-hmm. Bald head chicken hoe,
Baby, they
bald
would
head
go in on
chicken
your
hoe.
ass, make you cry. You be on the back of the school bus crying. I had some hair, thank you, Jesus.
Right. Oh
But
my God. I can't even imagine that torture back then because y'all brutal back then,
but
baby.
back
Everybody
then.
nowadays, bitch, they on everybody know you're gonna get put on social media on that ass, you're gonna get canceled. But back then, y'all had it raw,
We had it
unfiltered.
raw and unfiltered, baby. And yeah, baby, they would have you crying.
You seen some incidents?
Back in the day, I mean, I can't
Um,
remember, but yes, I saw that. We saw that, and we heard people call people bald headed skeezers,
Bald head,
scallywags.
scallywag, ain't
Ain't
got
got
no
no hair in
hair.
the back,
Hey,
baby.
look, your hair is messed up.
Right. So
Yeah, right.
and that's where those songs and stuff like
Hmm.
that and hip hop songs came into play.
Right.
Because that's what we were going through in our communities, Shit, that's what you was gonna get called a bald headed scallywag or bald headed hoe, chicken head,
So it sounds like most people were wearing their natural hair back then.
natural hair. Yeah,
So
because
which is so crazy that I wonder where the transition
we couldn't
happened.
afford that. Yeah, I mean, in the black community, you couldn't afford that unless you were a
Even synthetic?
celebrity, baby. Unless when you were a celebrity,
Mm.
you would have that. You could see, they would wear those fancy ass wigs on TV and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. But that didn't start coming. I think that didn't start coming into like the late '80s and stuff. But movie stars and actresses and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, they wore weave and stuff like that. We didn't, Then they found a way to bring that into the communities to make money.
Do you think that it was pushed on the black community, or you think that the black community
Definitely,
just
because
fake? You don't. So you
definitely.
don't think that the black community? I don't know if there's like a history. I don't know because I'm black, so I
Almost
don't know about other races. But I feel like male pattern baldness and baldness in general are just women who have like short hair. They can't grow long hair and stuff like that. I feel like it was just something that we gravitated towards because we can change it up and stuff like that.
well, and it was also pushed into the black community because they made products that were not for our hair, so it would tear our
Mm-hmm.
hair out.
Mm. Okay, I
It
can see
would
that.
bald us and different things like that, and we would just put all these products in our hair that were not made for our hair, and it would
Mm-hmm.
just And then I feel like was pushed on the black community, weave and all of that. You don't see when you go to the beauty supply. Who do you see in there? Black people. You don't see no dang on Asians and Hispanics in the beauty supply unless they get
But
not
normal,
as much. You'll see it from time to time.
but like I'm like looking at those communities, Asian people normally have like they have long hair and stuff. And Hispanics, they normally are known for like their long silky hair and stuff like that. So that's why I'm like, is it? It could be both ways. I can see that, but I'm just feeling. I feel like because of our hair is so kinky and it's hard to like maintain it, it's easier for it to fall out or just not grow. So we gravitate towards the beauty shops and stuff because they provide products for us and they provide solutions like the wigs and stuff. But like Asians, they're known for like having long, silky hair. Hispanics are the same way. I just don't know from what I've been hearing or seeing that those communities face those problems that a lot of black communities have.
They really
So
don't.
it can be
Mhm.
both things. It could be mostly that's what we gravitated towards, and it could have just been pushed on us. So yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
both. Yeah.
Especially
So
this day and age, I'm sure it's been pushed on us this day and age because it's like everybody and their mama wants to get a piece of that pie because it's a big industry, the
mhm.
hair, beauty, nails, and stuff like that as well. We can should talk about nails too. Yeah, that's a
Whole
same.
nother
It's a whole nother subject, but it's pretty much the same results and stuff like that as well.
right. But I do want to say, let me ask you a question. So
Hmm.
I don't know if you'll get this more than like females, but like other races will like ask you to touch your hair and stuff like that, or do have that ever
That
happen?
has never happened to me personally, but I've noticed that's a thing for mostly women because women like to grow out their hair a lot.
Hmm.
Men like to keep it low and short and stuff. It happened with people with dreads and stuff on it. I mean, dreads. People that wear dreads, it happens to them, but this mostly is women. So you tell me your experience. Have you had that happen to you before, or
All the time, like I have different races that want to touch on me and touch my hair,
ew?
and they'll say your hair's it's so pretty. And since I've locked my hair, I do get compliments from white men, black men,
Mm-hmm.
white women, like all races. They always say,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, your hair is so pretty," everywhere I go. But like as far as like touching it, like more women are subjects to try to like different races will try to touch your hair. They'll ask you, they'll ask
What?
me.
I don't get the part of touching. You can admire
Yeah,
it, but why you need to touch it,
you
bitch?
don't need.
It's hair. It's
Yeah,
like
baby, I'm real like sketchy on you touching on me.
in general, yeah. Like
No,
people are
ma'am.
just
You keep the energy to yourself, baby, because some people, that energy or that's a whole nother.
That's why I told you that was one of my pet
But
peeves.
that
People,
is one thing is I try not to let people touch my hair because of that Mm-mm. But they'll ask you, and then some of them will just try to like violate you
yeah, if you
and
let
like
them,
touch it in
hmm
anyway. Like, don't touch me.
yeah, I don't get that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah. I don't experience that. And if I did, bitch, I'm getting where my pepper spray at. I'm getting that ass.
Right,
What? What?
right.
What was it? Yeah.
Yeah, and then the black community we suffer so much like with our hair. just trying to be us and just trying to be ourselves. Like you said, it's our culture. It's our culture. It's just the way we kind of like move, like keeping our different hairstyles and our fads up. But like for the kids in school,
Mhm.
like with the pressure with the schools and stuff, like not letting the kids play on sport
Sports
teams,
teams, yes.
and sports and stuff like that
I
because they
don't
want them to cut their hair and stuff like
yeah.
that. Why? There's no other. You don't tell Sue with the blue hair to cut, to
Right.
cut her hair off or change her
It's
hair.
not getting in the way of nothing. It's not
Right.
interfering with the game. It's not interfering with anything. So
W
why
I
is
think they just
this
don't like it. I think they think it's nasty because
Yeah, they got that
I
idea.
heard, I don't know, I have to do more research on it. They said dreadlocks because they thought they were
Yeah.
dreadful, and stuff like that, and
Dirty.
dirty, and they don't want other people touching it. But baby, our hair is clean, cleaner than
Yeah, and that's what the thing
y'all
that happened
feet.
on with Zendaya a long time ago. She wore like extensions and she wore dreads and stuff. And this show called Fashion Police, the white woman had said something about her dreads like made it like related to, marijuana and stuff. Like they always think people who have dreads are always smoking and stuff like that. And she got her ass canceled because Zendaya came back and clapped back on that ass. But it was
Mhm.
just like I don't get where this whole idea that hair is attached to drugs, is attached to dirt, is attached to
Because that's a
nasty things.
stereotype that other races put on us or whatever
Mhm.
for just being unique and individuals and just being
Indifferent, yeah,
ourselves
just
and we're different. And I mean, our hair is more kinkier and coarse. We have to try different things like that with our hair,
a lot.
and let us embrace who we are and be who we are with our hair without being y'all judging us or placing these type
Mhm.
of stereotypes on us.
I relate our hair to mostly like Mother Nature. It
Right.
grows up
Mhm.
and out like a tree.
Mhm. And that's for a reason, honey.
Yes, because trees they grow all over the world,
And the
and
electricity in our hair and different things like
yeah,
that. But, some people don't like the melanin
right.
in the hair, you know, our
It's
crowns.
becoming a fad, really, honestly,
Mhm.
like our hair and stuff like that. Like
I
people
think
are really trying to replicate it and they looking crazy out here.
in
And
these
I'm like, to
streets.
me, it's like, I'm not gonna call you out and say you should be wearing that, you should be wearing that. I'm gonna keep it to myself, but like I just find it so interesting and so crazy how like white folks they'll go into these other countries and get their hairs braided by these people. And for one, I see that y'all first of all, you need to stop doing that because your hair is like coming out your head. It's not that style isn't for your hair texture. Two, it's just so like weird that people would discriminate against it, but then they want to turn around and do it. Like the people want big lips now. People want hips, butt, titties. All that stuff originated from the black community. But
That
yet they
is
want to
true.
turn around and be like, oh,
That is true.
you got these big monkey lips, you got these big nigger feet. No, I'm
Damn.
gonna take that out.
No, yeah, cut that out. But like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Because remember when we were in the Dominican,
Bitch,
how
yes.
all those women were on the beaches getting their hair braided, and it was,
But that's kind of different because the dark skinned people were asking them and they were
mhm.
trying to get money, but it's still kind of weird. I would have been like, no, mm-mm.
My thing is, are you gonna wear that hairstyle to work on Monday morning?
Right? Hmm. Speak on it. Speak on it.
Right? Are you okay? Or it's just a vacation hairstyle.
Because
So
they know better. They know what their bosses would do if they saw them coming to their fucking work job. Like, come on now. Mary Lou comes into a corporate office with some dreads. That bitch gonna get turned around
I don't
at the
think
door.
so.
She ain't gonna even get through the door. I don't think. Well, you know what? It could play two roles. It could, they'll accept shit for certain people. So you might be right on that one. You might be right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
But yes, that was another episode
are you your hair?
of Uncensored Behavior.
Damn, that wine kicking in on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So, you guys, we talked about our hair journeys, how and why it's important to the black community. We are trendsetters around here. You know that? We are the blueprints and people just want to imitate us all the time, but they can't replicate it. They can't get the formula. They can't get the Krusty Krab formula. They
Not
just
the
can't.
what?
The Krusty Krab formula.
The Krusty Krab formula? Damn.
They
That's
can't
how
get
you
it.
feeling? No,
So,
we love all. We love everyone, but our black people
yes.
rock. Let's embrace. I just feel like we should start embracing who we naturally are.
we need to embrace each other more. So we need to
Right.
become like other races, how they're about family and they live like Hispanic. We need to be like the Hispanic community. Honestly, like they will support their own. Like Cardi B, when Selena, they still like they'll go above and beyond. Whereas we will fight each other. We'll try to step on each other. Oh, this person ain't. We won't help each other
Crabs
out.
in a bucket.
Yeah. So
Right.
we just need to come together as a community, but that's a whole different subject. But if you guys have any questions, please let us know how this episode was. And yeah, so my name is Dion.
And of course, this is your girl Tizzy P, and this is Uncensored
Uncensored behavior.
Behavior.
Y'all have a good night or a
Good
good
night.
day. Bye
All
bye.
right, bye.
Did you fart?
Bitch.